Alright, what's up you guys? I'm here with the NWO DVD Collection. We have Back in Black, and then later on we had the Revolution. So, Back in Black actually goes for a good amount of money on eBay. And yeah, it's considered pretty rare. It's not like one of the rarest, but it's up there. So, personally, I was never the biggest NWO fan myself. I like Hulk Hogan, but I was never a Scott Hall and Kevin Nash fan at all. What they did was great. I really did enjoy what they did. But it's just, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were just never on my list of favorites, honestly. But, one of the most important moments in history is the Hulk Hogan heel turn. I love that moment. I really do. So this was released in 2002 to kind of coincide with their return at No Way Out 2002. Well, not really return, I guess you could say debut as the NWO. And then we have on here exclusive interview with Hollywood Hulk Hogan. So you have your black and white cover there. Really cool disc artwork. Really nice. So, what we do have like a little documentary. So this is really nice. It kind of goes through, you can see, I'll just take it out. We have Hulk Hogan history, Razor Ramon history, and then Kevin Nash history. And we also have, Diesel history, I should say. So they do use their WWE names, Razor Ramon and Diesel and Hulk Hogan. And then they do use their NWO names, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. So we have a lot of moments here. We have Bash at the Beach 96. We have Hog Wild, Hulk Hogan versus the Giant. And then some other chapters here. We also have Scott Hall versus Stone Cold. And then we do have the WrestleMania 18 Hulk Hogan and Rock match. Some extras here. We have Scott Hall and Kevin Nash versus Sting, Lex Luger, and Macho Man Randy Savage. Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, and Fake Sting versus Sting, Lex Luger, Arn Anderson, and Ric Flair at War Games 96. Kevin Nash versus Goldberg. And then The Rock and Stone Cold versus Scott Hall and Hulk Hogan on Raw. So this is a very good set. I really do believe that. It's actually really cool. You actually get a cover, or a colored version of the cover. So that's pretty cool. So I do recommend this DVD. I think I prefer this one over the Revolution. So let's get into that one. I do like the packaging on this one better, but content-wise, I would actually go with Back in Black, even though that one only has a 3-hour runtime, and this one has, 7 hours. But you have a great slipcover here. It's kind of like a matte finish almost, and then a glossy raised lettering. Really love this cover. Cannot say that enough. Sometimes less is more. I've always been a believer in that. And then we have your spine. The cover reminds me of the Clerks X DVD, if anyone has that. So, do have a slipcover. Get that off. And the back here, you just have Hulk, Scott Hall, and Nash. And you open it up here, you just have some cool quotes. You have, of course, the formation of NWO in 96, which actually took place a few months after I was born. So, interesting. And really cool disc artwork here. You have NWO. Really cool. And I like how it's black and white, but then you have the gold belt. That's my favorite belt of all time. Seriously. Love the big gold belt. You have it again there. After they spray painted it. So yeah. Then you have NWO for life. So, what we have over here, disc 1, we have a similar documentary. I don't think this one's as good as Back in Black. It's not as much detail at all whatsoever. It's really just kind of like a micro documentary, in all honesty, because you can see, like, even disc 1 has matches and stuff, so obviously, you know, it's not going to be that long of a doc. But you do have segments for disc 1, not matches. You have Scott Hall's Nitro debut, Kevin Nash's Nitro debut. You have their return at No Way Out. And then disc 2 and 3 are the matches. I'll go through some of them. I'll probably do a more in-depth review of this one day. But you have the Outsiders and the Steiner Brothers. You have the Giant versus Hulk Hogan, Hog Wild. We have Syxx versus the Bounty Hunter. You know, you have Halloween Havoc, DDP and Macho Man, Sting and Hulk Hogan. You know, if anything, this one kind of focuses... One good thing about this one is this one gets into... Because you can see it has matches not only from your main 3 members. You know, you have Macho Man stuff. You know, him and DDP. You have a lot of good stuff. Like you have, let's see. Like you have Syxx versus the Bounty Hunter. So, you know, stuff like that. This one kind of spills into what Back in Black doesn't. So it kind of, it's a nice little kind of sequel, if you want to call it that. But you have Team WCW versus Team Hollywood versus Team Wolfpack War Games match. You have Goldberg and Kevin Nash, Goldberg and Bret Hart. You know, a lot of good stuff on here from WCW. No, we have one WWE match on here. Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall versus The Rock and Stone Cold from Raw 2002. So, yeah, this one... Like I said, the documentary's not as good, but obviously you're going to get more content. So, yeah, let me know what you think of the NWO DVDs. And for now, I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been the DVD Freak. Peace out.